Welcome students. During previous class, we have started the topic that is applications of electrostatics. And in connection with the same topic, we have already covered one topic, one application of electrostatics, that is photocopier. And we will go for two more applications of electrostatics. Number two application is that laser printer. Basically, the principle is same. Photocopier is also working on the same principle, and this laser printer is also working on the same principle. So starting from the first, that is laser printer, the photo receptor drum is laser printer is positively charged by the electric current in corona wire. This is the type of wire which is used to charge the drum with positive charge. Same drum was positively charged in case of photocopier machine as well. When the laser light falls on the positive charge drum, it neutralizes the area on which it falls. But the area of the drum which is not exposed to laser light, their positive charges remains as it is. So look, through the laser, light is passing through polygon mirror. It is concentrating this beam of light and focuses with the help of lenses onto the drum, and through the drum, when it reaches up to the drum, the surface of this drum where there is which is exposed to the light, it neutralizes the whole portion, it gets neutralized. But the remaining portion of the, like these are the letters X, Y, or Z, or any other letter, which impressions of the shadow is formed on the drum. This portion will be the portion where positive charges remains there. Now, whenever, for the next, the black toner which is negatively charged when spread on the drum will stick to the positive charge area. So this is the positive charge area where you are trying to take the print, the impression of the letter. This portion there on shadow is basically positively charged, and the rest whole portion of the drum is basically neutralized. So when the black toner which is negatively charged, when pressed on the drum, will stick to the positive charge area. The tuner then transferred to the sheet of the paper, which is on passing through the heated rollers, and these rollers are basically melting this toner on the paper and then produces the permanent point print of the documents. So this is the simplest type of the procedure which is followed in case of a laser printer. Why it is called laser printer? Because laser source of light is used with the help of polygon mirror and focusing lenses. This light is allowed to fall on the drum with the help of mirrors. When it falls on the drum, the light spreads out throughout the drum, but the portion where you have placed any type of printing type of the material on the mirror, it is reflected back, reflected, and the reflection shows some impressions of these letters on the drum. These impressions are the shadow of these letters, that is like this one XYZ or any type of other shadow which is found. This is the portion which is positively charged. When with the help of tuner, when the in tuner is allowed to spread on the surface of the drum, because other portion of this drum is neutralized, this is the only portion where the shadow will be formed, like letters X, Y, and Z. So they combine together, and the black tuner sticks with this shadow are the positive charges of these letters. So when this drum rotates, and with the rotation the tuner spreads out, when this paper is moving over the drum, the impression attached with the paper, and this paper is passed through the through the rollers, which heated rollers, which melts the toner, and with the melting the permanent impression is left on the paper. And by this way the laser printer works. Or laser printer consists of photoreceptor drum which is positively charged corona wire. By applying electric current through the corona wire, electric current is applied on the drum and it becomes positive. This is one step. The other one is when the light of the laser beam hits the drum, the charges are neutralized, In the area exposed to the light, laser light, the dark area remains the positive. This one is the dark area which remains the positive, and the print is produced. So this was one of the application of electrostatics laser printer. What are the parts? If we revise it, if we review it, what are the parts of this laser printer? These are the parts. One is the laser source of the laser light, other one is polygon mirror, and you can go through. There are number of numerous usage of this polygon mirror. It is used in case of lasers, which uh, focuses the light through the mirrors, through the lenses, and when it is allowed to fall on the drum is already positively charged. When it reaches up to the surface of the drum, the portion where there is no light reaching, that becomes positive, and the other portion becomes neutralized. With the help of the tuner, which is negatively charged, when the drum is rotated, it gets the impressions of the black tuner on the shadow area, and when it reaches up to the paper, paper is passed through the heated roller, and the permanent impression is produced on the paper. So by this way, the laser printer works. Now, the next, if you magnify the figure or the diagram of this laser printer, you can now clearly see what are the parts of this laser printer and how these parts are working. I have already explained. Now, let's see the last 2 points. We repeat it again. The charges on the drum are remains electrostatics in nature. The dark area of the drum, positive charge, picks up particle from the tuner. This was the main point to remember. And the other one is the heat generated by the printer melts the dry ink and then gets focused on the paper to create the printed image. By this way, the printed image in case of laser printer is produced. So with this one second applications of the electrostatic ends. Now let's see the third one. What is the another type of applications of electrostatic? Third one is inkjet printer. And in case of inkjet printer, first of all, it has steps, other stages. First of all, we will study about the construction, then we will see about the working with the help of the figure or the diagram. Look, an inkjet printer is a type of printer which uses electric charges in its operation. Purely electric charges are used in laser printer and photocopier. Light and laser light was used. But in this case, the inkjet printer, why it is called inkjet printer? Because ink is used as an electric. An inkjet printer is a type of printer which does electric charge in its operation. Electric charge is used in its operation, but the charges, basically the source of motion of the charge will be the ink. Now see the construction. Number one, it consists of the following main parts. Number one is print head. It shuttles back and forth across the paper. It ejects a thin stream of ink closer to the paper. This portion is print head, which shuttles back and forth across the paper. It ejects a thin stream of ink. And what about nozzle? It nozzle part two, or the second part of this inkjet printer, is the ink is focused out of a small nozzle and breaks up into extremely small droplets. Why a small nozzle is used? Basic purpose of this small nozzle is that it splits up a big drop of ink into smaller droplets. So these smaller the droplets are, easier they get charged, and easier it becomes for them to move with a faster speed. Now the other one is charging electrodes. It charges the ink droplets. These droplets are charged by charging electrode. Number four is deflection plates. Deflection plates, as the name indicates, they deflect the charged droplets of the ink up or down, or they leave them to move straight sometimes when no charge is applied. Now look at the fourth point. Fourth point is deflection plates divert charge droplets into the gutter, and gutter collects unused ink diverted across droplets. Deflection plates With the help of computer, we will see in the diagram with the help of deflection plates, when the potential of the charges are applied, they attract the unused type of ink, and that is used to move inside the gutter. Paper. A paper is used to collect the uncharged droplet in the form of print. The types of the droplets which are uncharged, they will move straight. And when it will be decided, who is deciding? It is decided by the computer. It is decided, the instructions are given by the computer. And these instructions are given to the charging electrode, they become charged. And due to this charging electrode, they are able to deflect, they are able to move, they are able to accelerate as well. When they move to the other deflecting plate, these deflection plates are basically responsible. When they reach up to these deflection plate, the charged types of the particles are moved to the gutter, and uncharged, the neutral particles are allowed to move on the paper. This one is the paper. Where and how much these have to move up to which instant at the distance, that is controlled by the computer assembly. Now working. Let's see the working. An inkjet printer head ejects a stream of flow of ink droplet. This one, nozzle of the print head. Inkjet printer head ejects a stream of flow of the ink droplets. The charging electrode charges the droplets that are not needed on the paper. These are charged by the assembly of the computer, which are not needed by the computer. When they are charged, they will move up to the deflection plate. And let's see next. Charged droplets are deflected into the gutter by the deflection plate. The uncharged droplets fly straight on the paper to print the documents. The charged droplets which are charged, they will move to the gutter. They are moved outside. The uncharged side of the particles are allowed to fall on the paper. So this is the paper, and uncharged particles are moving. Inkjet printer can also produce color copies. So this is another magnified or enlarged type of the figure. So this is the ink supply. Pump is pumping. When it moves through the nozzle of the printed head, it spirits up, breaks up into small droplets of the ink. These small droplets, when moves through the charging electrodes with the help of the computer control type of the programming, these charged particles get charged. When they get charged, they are allowed to move, and the type of the particle which are not required to be charged, they will move straight to the paper, and rest of the charged particle which were not required in the paper, they are moved or the deflected by these because charged particles can only have the possibility to move with the charge of the deflecting plates. These deflecting plates have some charge, they are moved to the gutter, and by this way the printer is working. Now, inkjet printer works. Applications of electrostatic phenomena, these are the two main points, some of the main points to remember. That is electrostatic precipitator, coal-fired power station. Coal-fired power stations produces vast quantity of ash and dust. Electrostatic precipitators are used to remove them from the flue gases, so they are not released into the atmosphere most of the time. These are the techniques used to reduce the pollution in the atmosphere by the using these types of the plates. These plates are used to collect the charged particle, and they are moved to the other place, so that they becomes the source of acidic and other types of the rains, and also source of atmospheric pollutions. Whenever industries and other setups are opened, these precautions are taken widely. The particles of the ash and dust pass through a grid of wires in the precipitator. The grid is at high voltage, so it charges the particle. They are then attached onto the metal plates instead of passing through the precipitator in the waste gases. By this way, the unwanted type of the charged particles, which were the source of pollution to the outside, we are using some types of the charge electrodes, and these type of the charge electrodes are basically working to reduce or minimize to waste the gases and other atmospheric pollution. So these are the some of other applications. Wherever the in developed countries, wherever such types of the industrial setups are to be opened or installed, these precautions or the steps are the basic steps which are taken in advance, and feasibility reports they have to mention for the government other agencies to take the permission, so that they have taken such types of the steps to reduce the atmospheric pollution, and to take the serious steps to reduce such types of poisonous particles by moving them, converting them into charged particles and collecting with the help of charged electrodes of the plates, and move to the other safer side. So this was the figure, and this is the working. Again, I am explaining once more so that it becomes revised for you people. Inkjet printer is a type of printer which works on the principles of electrostatics. What are the parts? Parts are print head. Number two, print head. Number two is nozzle through which ink drop breaks up to smaller droplets. Number three is charge electrodes. It charges the ink droplets. Why it charges? Because we don't need the unnecessary type of the droplets. We need the specific selected type of the droplets to reach up to the paper, and it is controlled with the help of computer programming. The deflection plates divert charged particle into the gutter, so that these charged particle, purpose of these charged particle was to reduce the unnecessary amount of the charge ink particle which are not required to get some impression. The gutter, it collects unused ink, divert into the gutter. So paper is used to collect uncharged particle, the droplets into the form of print. And I have already discussed how the print works. Working and in inkjet print head ejects a steady flow of ink droplets. So this is the main, you see, these are the main points at the end to see how the working of this inkjet printer takes place. An inkjet printer head ejects a steady flow of ink droplet. The charging electrode charges the droplet that are not needed on the paper, which are not needed on the paper, that are charged by the computer. Number one, number 2 point. Number 3 points, if you remember, that is charged droplets are deflected into the gutter by the deflection plate. The uncharged droplets fly straight on the paper to print the documents. Uncharged particles are moving. Charged particles are moving to the gutter, but uncharged particles are moving to the paper, so that they are producing some print, and this printer can produce colored copies as well. So that is after this, there is an advanced form now, more sophisticated and improved types of the version are in the market, but the basic principle is the same which we are discussing now. Let's start from the electrostatic application what we have discussed till now. Number one, that is photocopier, and photocopier also works on the principle of electrostatics. I have discussed in detail during my last class. Now this is my second class for the applications of electrostatics. In this class, I have covered about laser printer, and then I have discussed about inkjet printer, inkjet printer. As its name indicates, ink is used basically, and ink particles are charged and made neutral, and they, with the charge particle, they are moved which are not required. And then uh, at the last we have discussed in complete with the help of the figure the working of inkjet printer. And then we have discussed at the end that during industrial setup in other places where there are some types of unwanted types of the particle moving outside the atmosphere, which can be the source of pollution and other unwanted types of acidic and other types of uh, health affecting factors in the atmosphere, we can reduce with the help of charging electrodes at the upper sides of the chimneys and other setups, so that with the help of these electrodes, the charged particles attract these electrodes to their side, and by this way the possibility is reduced and pollution is reduced, which is not good for the human life. First of all, we have to think whenever we are starting or we are going to install any types of industrial setup, we have to go through, we have to see, we have to take measuring precautions, so that we are not taking any type of the step which is harmful for the human life and other type of the life as well. Human life as well as wildlife. We have to take care of the life. Life is the most important, the most important thing on the earth. So with this, I thank you all for your patience, and our class ends.